This is a quick guide for Holy Priest in the War Within. I'll be showing you this for both Mythic Plus and Raiding. FYI, we are taking the same hero talents in both builds, which is going to be Archon, which basically revolves around your Halo and a few other bits and bobs. Looking at the Mythic Plus build to start, let's actually go in with what spells we are using. So we have Prayer of Mending. This is basically, if you don't know, a ping pong ball of healing that is very efficient. Use this on cooldown. Power Word Life is usable on targets of low health and will really help get them up quickly. So if you do have targets on low health and this spell becomes available, please do use it. We then have our two holy words, Sanctify and Serenity. In Mythic Plus, you're going to be using a lot less Sanctify and more Serenity, but sometimes you will use Sanctify too. You've got two charges of each. So you can see here, when I use Sanctify, it releases a miraculous light at a target location, healing up to 5 allies within it. Now, the cooldown is going to be reduced when you use Renew. So see that it's on cooldown. When I use Renew, can you see that the cooldown is slowly or quickly jumping and coming off? It's the same with Serenity. Serenity is a big single target holy word. And when you use Flash Heal or Heal, can you see here when I use Flash Heal, the cooldown is massively reducing. That's how we get it back off cooldown a lot quicker. So you're going to use Sanctify for AoE or multi-target healing in a kind of circle, and Serenity for big single target heals, using Heal and Flash Heal to get Serenity off cooldown, and Renew to get Sanctify off cooldown. Then what we can do is use this big cooldown, Apotheosis, every 2 minutes. Now what this does is it massively improves the cooldown reduction. See that when I'm in my Apotheosis form, look how much just one Flash Heal, boom. And then I use Flash Heal again, and you'll see it's a huge cooldown reduction. And you can use Apotheosis every 2 minutes to get these cooldowns off a lot quicker. You gain a charge of Holy Words, which are, again, these two, and enter a pure holy form, increasing the cooldown reductions to your holy words and reducing their cost of mana by 100%. And that is basically how the core of Holy Priest works. We're using Sanctify and Serenity, and then we're trying to get their cooldowns off as quickly as possible, and this is really bolstered by Apotheosis. You notice here we don't have Prayer of Healing. This is only used in raids. In Mythic Plus, if you want to do some damage, I would say use Holy Fire, Smite, and Shadow Add Pain. Holy Fire is every 10 seconds, and it does a dot and some fire damage, or holy fire damage. Smite basically does a bit of damage, and we can dot or damage over time our enemies with Shadow Word Pain. We also do have Holy Word Chastise, which will incapacitate them and do some damage, and we can use Smite to get this one off cooldown. Looking at the other cooldowns we have Divine Hymn, healing everyone and increasing how much healing they take. Not as useful in Mythic Plus, because you've got to stand still and channel it. It's more useful in raiding for increasing the total healing they take. But we also do have Halo, and this is really important in Archon. So our first talent here, our keystone talent, is Power Surge. Casting Halo also causes you to create a halo around you every 5 seconds for 10 seconds, and the radius of Halo is increased. And then the bottom one here, Halo now centers around you and returns to you after it reaches maximum distance, healing allies and damaging enemies each time it passes through them. And this is kind of just weaving in and out of you. You will notice sometimes you get a free flash heal here. This is from the talent over here, Surge of Light. Your healing spells and Smite have a chance to make your next flash heal instant and cost no mana, and it can stack twice. And that is pretty much it for the main spells we're using in the Mythic Plus build. If I go into the Raid build, you can see a lot of the talents are changing. The fundamentals of how we're going to use our rotation don't really change. We're just gaining a few more abilities. We gain Circle of Healing instead of Powered Life. Use this on cooldown as well as your Prayer of Mending. Using your cooldown reductions, etc. are the same, except we don't have Apotheosis. We have Power Word, Holy Word, Salvation. This is huge. Heals all allies within 46 yards for a huge amount and applies Renew and 2 stacks of Prayer Mending to all of them. Remember, this is our Prayer of Mending. Renew is a little hot or heal over time we're putting on them. And that is a 12-minute cooldown. But again, it's going to be reduced by your holy words. So notice when I use Serenity that my salvation is reduced. So rather than Apotheosis increasing how quickly you remove the cooldowns, with salvation, your holy words are actually going to reduce the cooldown on salvation. We also gain Divine Word, which is going to improve your holy words. For sanctify, it blesses the area, increasing healing over time. You can see there, it's blessed. And for serenity, it's going to mean that your flash heal, heal and renew, heal for more damage. Sorry, for heal more and have a reduced mana cost. So we gain these as well. And we also gain symbol of hope, giving everyone some mana regen. The other thing that I haven't mentioned is something called Rhapsody on your Holy Nova. You'll notice after you use it, and this is in Mythic Plus and Raiding, that the damage of your next Holy Nova and healing is increased. You see it's going 6, 7, 8, 9. Once it gets to 15 stacks, you should use it because it's going to do a fair amount of healing, and it will stack up to 20. So use this between 15 to 20 stacks. And that really is it. Oh, one more thing is Guardian Spirit. You can use this on somebody to increase their healing received, and also it's a get out of jail free card. They will not die. The angel will sacrifice itself to save them and return them to 40% health if they do take a killing blow. And that pretty much is it for the Holy Priest, Mythic Plus, and Raid builds for the War Within Season 1 for, dungeons and raids. If this guide was a bit too much of a quick guide for you and you want a lot more in-depth guides, check out in the pinned comment and in the description, I have put my full in-depth guide video link for you there on my other channel. And if you would like to support the channel, please also do consider joining my Patreon. That is in the description as well if this video was helpful for you. I will put a lot of my macros in there for the War Within, and also LVI profiles that I've built for the War Within as well. If you are looking for other quick guides, you can click this playlist. I'm doing every single spec in PvE and PvP for the War Within for you.